Good morning. Welcome to Trading Hour. I'm Reema Tendulkar. With me are Sonia Shenoy and Pavitra Pari. Good morning, girls. Things are picking up a bit as we speak, led by the rally in the banking space. So the Nifty is now up close to about 50-odd points. The Sensex has surged 200 points, led by a strong up move in the banking space. The Nifty Banking Index is up 200 points, up 0.5%. Once again, it's the PSU banks which are leading from the front. And just take a look at the up moves that you're seeing in some of the banking names. So Punjab and Sindh Bank up 10% today for the month so far. In the month of December, Punjab and Sindh Bank is up 96%. This stock has doubled. UCO Bank up 8% today. For the month so far, it's up 32%. Indian Bank, 6.5% rally so far today. So PSU banks continue to remain on fire. They were trading at a significant discount to their private sector banks, and some of that is getting corrected. The advanced decline ratio is also currently in favor of the gaining side. Pretty strong, actually. 2 stocks in the green for 1 in the red. Hi, girls.
Hi, Reema. Hi, Pavitra. And I think the writing was on the wall, right? In the morning, you saw good cues coming in on the macro front, whether it's inflation coming off. There's, of course, the FI selling has reduced substantially. There was almost 1,000 crores selling earlier. Now it's barely 100 crores. And then you have these 2 big events coming up, which is the US CPI data as well as the Fed meeting. So all eyes will be on that. But locally, things have definitely improved. Just remember that the Nifty is still in this broad range of 18,400 to 18,800 and is now at the lower end of the range. So maybe there's more headroom for this market to move up. But so many stocks to talk about today.
Oh, absolutely. So I think like Reema was pointing out, it's largely in the banks today. In fact, the banking index in itself is up around 11% this month. But, you know, apart from that, a lot of the auto stocks are also doing very well. Tata Motors, of course, the top gainer. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But also take a look at Hero, M&M. All of these are, doing quite well. On the downside, it is all pharma. In fact, for the month also, this has been the top losing sector. So take a look at some of the pharma names. But there are so many cues lined up. We have the US CPI data today. Then you have the FOMC decision tomorrow. So all of this could very quickly change, and we'll see how the market moves for the rest of the week as well. But for now, let's kickstart the show by talking about the top gainer on the Nifty. Like I said, that's Tata Motors. It's up almost 2% in the back of its divestment plans. Remember, the Auto Majors board has given its initial approval for partial stake sale in Tata Tech. Sonia, tell us more about this. Then, of course, we'll get to Reema on Tata Tech as well.
Okay, so it's very interesting, right? As you said, Tata Motors, the board has now approved that partial divestment in Tata Technologies through the IPO route. Now, Tata Technologies is the product and engineering and digital services firm, and Tata Motors holds a little over 72% stake in Tata Technologies as of March. Now, the fundamentals of Tata Technologies are very strong, and of course, Reema will get to that. But the listing of Tata Technologies is something that Tata Motors and the group has been planning for a while. This is also on the back of increasing demand that we're seeing in the electric vehicle space, in the aviation segment as well. As per Tata Motors' annual report of FY22, the investment in Tata Technologies is about 220 odd crores. And this is important because it's the first IPO by the Tata Group entity in the last 18 years. The last one was TCS way back in 2004. So would be very interesting. Now, I reached out to a few analysts to find out what the implications would be for Tata Motors. This is at best sentiment positive for Tata Motors. They value Tata Technologies at 20 times PE on the back of the FY21 earnings. And if you apply a 20% holding company discount, this can lead to an upside of around 31 rupees per share to the fair value of Tata Motors. So not a very big upside, but a sentiment positive is what we're seeing. But it's also interesting because, this is, of course, a new age business, you'd want to call it. And now it's coming out with the IPO. After 18 years, you're seeing an IPO of the group. So it's going to, get a lot of mind space, I guess.
Pretty monumental, right? And, Tata Tech was, as you pointed out, it's the IT services arm for the Tata Motors group, right? Tata Motors and now JLR. So I guess that was the genesis, right? Provide technology to the Tata Motors, the automotive business, etc. So since then, we've seen Tata Technology also cater to other clients. So historically, I'm guessing, predominantly most of its revenues would come in from Tata Motors. But now if you look at the way the captive accounts contribution, the captive accounts at Tata Motors Limited as well as JLR, the captive account contribution has been coming down. In FY20, the captive accounts, would contribute, in FY20 would contribute 54%, and that's come down to 36%. So maybe that has resulted in the IPO because now there are so many other clients of Tata Technology. It's not just a Tata Motors, a JLR, solar type of company. About the revenues, FY22 revenues at 3,500 crore rupees. The profits are at 437 crore rupees. FY22 revenue growth was the strongest ever at 46%. Cash in the books, $165 million. Even in the first half of the year, the revenues are close to 1,900 crore rupees with a profit of 176 rupees. The company has more than 9,300 employees as per its annual report of FY22. It's headquartered in Pune, but they've got 5 offices located in Mumbai, Lucknow, Jamshedpur, Bangalore, 1 branch office located in Japan, which enables it to provide cost-effective services to its offshore clients as well. And this would be the 3rd IT company under the Tata Group. TCS, of course, is their crown jewel. That TCS's FY22 revenues were closer to 2 lakh crore rupees, but Tata Tech's revenues are actually more than Tata Elxsi as well, which is the other listed entity. And Tata Elxsi, we know, commands very strong valuations as well. So it'll be interesting to see this other IT company from the Tata Group.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, an IPO coming from this group after so long. So
18 years.
18 years. So it'll be interesting to see how this fares. But with that, let's now move on and get some corporate conversations going. I'm going to invite our first guest on the show now. GMM Pfaudler, the glass line equipment maker, is set to acquire Mixel France SAS in a deal worth over 60 crore rupees. The company's Chief Executive Officer, Aseem Joshi, joins us now to speak more about the latest acquisition.